Hey y'all, I'm making a video. It's October 6th, 2025. It's hard for me to make these videos because I end up having to tell more about me than I guess I want. And in this particular one, what I'm saying is I'm telling people about the fact that people have been stalking me for years. I've had to deal with gang stalking. I've had to deal with stalking. I've had to deal with hate crimes, defamation of character, slander, collusion, extortion plots. I've had to deal with the theft not only of my identity but also intellectual property and property. I've had to deal with disturbances, violations. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that has happened to me over the years that you would think that they would be say a random occurrence, but once you look at the scope of things and how wide it is, it's much bigger than that. When I said in 23 that I was going to sue people, is because something happened in 22 and it was big, really big. When this year, when I came out and I was online and I showed myself and I said how people were they stole my work. They were trying to extort me for me to pay for my work to come back and for them to stop doing what they were doing. It was if they could break you, then they could take something from you. This is where this was. And then they wanted to make me look like something so that everybody would believe I was doing something that I wasn't doing. And which is why, again, I said, if anybody feels or thinks that they are interacting with me, they're not. I also said that if you was giving anybody anything or you gave somebody money or something like that, you did not give it to me. You needed to go to your banks and you needed to make sure you was getting your money back. And if you did that and you gave that money to that information to the feds, thank you for it. If you didn't, well, okay. But I have not been interacting or communicating with people for anybody to sit here and say anything about them having interactions with me. They not only hacked my internet and was messing with my ability to be able to go online, but they also hacked my devices and they stole my pictures and stuff to be able to make up fake accounts, and they hacked my accounts. Now, who these people are, I don't know. I gave information to the feds about it with your IP addresses. Yes, I gave those informations in. I want to know who paid for this. I want to know everybody involved. If you put my name in something and you was bold, then you shouldn't have no problem putting your name underneath this post so I could give that information to them. Anybody who was sitting there, you claim that you had put some sort of case on me or something like it, let me know about said case. Let me know when this case was. And don't sit there and be talking shit. I want you to put this information here. Put it down below this video. Have me link to whatever your video is you're talking about that everybody has seen and stuff like that, so I could sit there and take that information and I could give them to the feds as well. Just saying. I have had to deal with people doing a lot over the years. And all the pain and the stress and the having to go through all these things, I'm not going through it next year, and I'm not going to go through it forward anymore. So I want to know who you are, boogeymen or wannabe boogeymen, and those who got paid to do this. I want to know who put the battery in your backs. I want to know who's the ones that has been sitting here who was about stealing people's businesses, their IP, their everything. I want to know who you people are so I can put that out there as well. I'm not going to do like y'all did and do stuff behind the scenes that you don't know that you were doing in the front. I want to know who you are so I can put that out there. And I'm going to tell you right now, as I'm telling you right now, I'm putting your information out there for people to know that you were the ones that was involved. Seeing as how I've given more than enough time for people to come and to rectify situations and that did not it didn't happen. Nobody said nothing to me. Nobody sent me nothing. Even when I put the reports out there about people sitting there stealing identity, nobody contacted me. So that means that all these things, everything is a case. And I'm letting you know that I'm going to find a lawyer. I want a lawyer. No, not just one lawyer. I want a bunch of lawyers that is able to take on every single type of case that I have so they could come for y'all while I sit here and I do what I do. I'm going to, everything that was done underneath the hate crimes, I want all of that, all of y'all information for that. I'm going to put that there. Anything that had to do with the domestic abuse and the international abuse, because people was hacking me from overseas, I want that information as well of who you people are, so I could give that also to the feds. I don't want to have to sit here and have to worry about this happening and going on for another year or even months. I don't want to have to sit here and keep thinking about people slandering you, me and my family, or coming for me and my family, or trying to run a narrative about me that's false. I didn't do anything to anybody, so I'm going to put your truth out. Like I said, it just is what it is. And when I tried to help everybody before, and I still help people, I've still helped people. People have been sitting here trying to take credit for my success. Now, let's be clear. There was a woman that I know of at first that put my information online. Woman who put my information online, tell me your name. The one who stole my book and the guy who has my book. Both of you people, I know it sets to y'all. Y'all know I know about you because I felt you. I want you to tell me who you are so that I could sue you. Help me with that. Because if I find out that you put my information, my books, or my work in any type of copyright or trademark thing, and you thought you was going to pay me for it, bitch, I promise you, anybody who has my work, anybody who's selling my work, even the business that I picked up on in 23 that was sitting here stealing my videos and the people knew about it and they didn't do anything to rectify it, I am suing you. I picked up on you in 22. I knew y'all was going to try to do something with, something about relationships in 22. And you were going to say that I was an alienation. No, it was a woman that was sending a man to come in and say that you was with him so that they could come run some kind of scam and she could try to sue for alienation of affection. And I was like, how the hell does this have anything to do with me? That was the first scam that I picked up on. Then I picked up on some other stuff. But that's beyond the point. The person that was sitting there saying that I was messing up their relationship or I was trying to do something, I want to know who you are so I could sue you. Everybody who had my name in their mouth and said something about me, and those who was sitting there saying that they was with me and all this other stuff, I want to know who you are so I can sue you. There should be no problem at all with anybody who's had my name in your mouth, putting your names underneath this video so that I could give your information to the feds. Just saying. I want to be very open about this. I want to be very clear about this. Y'all was doing stuff under hate crimes. Y'all was doing things to extort me. You were doing things because you were sitting there trying to say you wanted to sue me or something. And I'm definitely suing you. I am definitely suing you. And not only me, but for those people who were sitting there sending people to do the gang stalking, those people who were sitting here riding past my house, those people who brought poisons to my house, those people who were sitting there that was doing everything that you've done to me. All your plots, all your plans, all your schemes, all your fraud. And if I get anything in my name that said I was doing something that had to do with something fraudulent, and you better be backing it up, I'm telling you now, I'm suing you. Any company that put my name into something, or anybody who put my name into something with any type of fraud, trust in knowing I'm giving your information to the feds. I'm giving your information to the IRS. I'm giving your information to the DOJ. I'm giving your information to Interpol. I don't care who has to get your information. Even if I put it online, I'm putting your information online so that people can know that y'all are cruel, evil people. I said before that these people was crazy and they were ruthless. And whoever sold my information, whoever claimed to be a friend of me, and you was sitting there telling people about me, where I was, what I was doing, all this other stuff, put your name down below because I'm suing you too. I feel like everybody could get a piece of this being sued. Not only that, I'm going to be putting restraining orders against you people. And if anybody has a restraining order against me, tell me who you are who has a restraining order against me so that I could put one against you so we could be equal in that one, and I'm suing you too. Just saying, because you don't know me. And I didn't do nothing to you. I want to know who the people are who've been sitting here trying to be the boogeyman in my life. Who's the people who was sitting here trying to make me have to go to the hospital and have another surgery? Who's the people who was sitting here who was doing stuff to put me and my family in danger? I want to know who you people are, because y'all had all these plots and plans and y'all stole shit. And I'm telling you now, you can't keep nothing that you had in mind. And this one way or another, you're going to find that out. You're going to understand this. Y'all like to run narratives about people. You like to shadow ban people and steal their work, mess with their numbers. Y'all like to say that people be doing all kinds of stuff that they not doing. And anybody who said I was doing voodoo, drugs, drinking, addiction, anything, I don't care. This is all goes to the slander and defamation of character. Put who you are down below so that I could put you into this as well. When I find the lawyers that is able to handle every single case, I will make sure that they contact y'all for the cases that need to be done, because you know I like to be thorough. And the people who were sitting there that was hacking me, if you were using my work, if you were sitting there using my work, taking my stuff, because somebody kept hacking my computer and hacking my device so that they can get my work, so that they could come off like they were something special, you should be ashamed of yourself. The fact that it's not the fact that you sat there and you were stealing is that alone, but the fact that you sat there and you was telling stuff to people, acting like somebody else, so that you could sit there and do stuff. And you know what happens when you mess with people's lives like that. Anybody and everybody who's been sitting here thinking that you've been interacting with me and you have not, or you thought that you gave somebody money, thinking it was giving it to me and you didn't, I would yet again say that you go through your bank, find out where that money went, and tell it to the feds. You did not give it to me. These people have been so weird. And this whole situation has been mad weird. But all the psychological abuse tactics, the coordinated harassment, the shadow banning, the obstruction, all these things so people could sit here and steal my dreams, steal my life. And people wanted to sit there and help them. Anybody who had me on any websites, anybody who was sitting there talking about me and using me as a subject, you should have no problem putting your information down below as well. Because I want to talk about you. But see, I'm being upfront about it. I'm letting you know that I'm going to do it. When I talk about you, I want to talk about you. See, when I pick up on stuff, I don't know who I'm talking about. I just pick up on things. But y'all like to target people. So give me your information so that I can make sure that when I'm talking about you, for whatever it is I'm talking to you about, when I ask about you, I'm getting the information about you yourself personally. Just saying. No, I did not do anything to these people. No, I have not harassed and targeted anybody. No, I did not antagonize anybody. No, I'm not doing anything to anybody, except now I'm telling you, I'm going to do something to you. I'm giving you information to the feds. I'm going to give you information to the police like I've been doing. And I'm going to address you personally. Because it's only clear. It's only fair. Y'all have problems with people and it's all under hate crimes. And you can't say it was like, oh, it was a violation, it was a misunderstanding, or you didn't mean it, or we are cool. None of these things is happening. None of those things are real. Y'all like to ruin people's lives. And then you want to sit there and have people do stuff to me. People who were supposed to work with me are ended up sitting here doing stuff to me so they can never work with me. Because they thinking that I did something to them and I didn't do anything to them. But they did something to me, so that means that they can't work with me. And that's exactly what y'all had planned to do when y'all was sitting here doing the things that you were doing. But see, let's also be clear about something too. To those people who sitting there, you gonna get mad. Those people who y'all sat here and y'all was working with, they sat down and they planned it all. And then they went and they did stuff and they came back and they planned some more and then they came back. And if you're wondering about a lot of things, why you, ask them. Why you? What was it about you that got them to do what they did? Why is it that they did that to you? Simple. I'm suing you. And if y'all was bold enough to sit there to do it, and you was bold enough to sit there and try to think for 1 second that you was going to kidnap me, amongst other things, you think I don't know that y'all was sitting there trying to do that? I'm literally telling you, I'm going to have you under the jail. And I told you I was pressing charges. How many times I have said over and over again, I'm pressing charges. I want it to be known. I'm pressing charges. Because I'm not that person, as I said in 23, who you sit there and say that they was promiscuous, they was alcoholic, they was drug taking, or any of those other things. I'm none of those things. And I'm not somebody who just be out there, just anybody could just talk to either.